Hello, today an important topic. Power of attorney for the residence permit application process. Who can represent you? Why should you choose someone? Why maybe you should reconsider? And what power of attorney essentially is. This is a very simple version of power of attorney. In Polish, pełnomocnictwo. And here we'll start with the first general confusion that foreigners might have. Because power of attorney, with its name, implies the existence of an attorney. Attorney in Poland is a legal profession requiring to complete law school, application and pass the exam. Only after that you can be an attorney at law. It's a protected term. You cannot call yourself an attorney at law if you aren't one. There are attorneys at law working in the immigration field, and they will always be very happy to share their license number, as there is also available to you a public registry of such people, the same as for tax advisors, advocates, so on and so forth. In Polish law, advocate and attorney at law are pretty much the same thing. Both of them can represent you in courts, but also against administrative authorities, such as in residence permit application process. Does it mean that everyone who works in the immigration field is an attorney? No, there are some people who call themselves lawyers, which is no longer a protected term. The term lawyer could be applied, I would say, to everyone who graduated from law school. So just 5 years of studies of law, holding a degree of master's in law, which doesn't give them right to represent you in courts, such as it takes place with attorneys and advocates. However, the person that can represent you throughout your residence permit process can be anyone who holds the full legal capacity and is over 18 years of age, which is enough for a person to represent you against the administrative authority, such as immigration office. That's just one thing, because foreigners often mistake advocates, lawyers, consultants, call it any way you want, but there is a general confusion like power of attorney, so there must be an attorney. Not necessarily. Also, if you choose a family member to represent you, you can give them the power of attorney, and in this case the administrative fee of 17 PLN doesn't need to be paid, as it takes place if your representative is an attorney, consultant, lawyer, however you want to call that person, whoever this person is. How should you choose your representative for the residence permit process? As we established, you don't need to be an attorney. Attorney fees are often very high. However, in some cases, it's very useful. For example, in some cities where it takes extremely long, or you cannot book an appointment, and at the current stage, the only way to go about it is to make a court complaint, which might require a court case to represent you in court, possibly getting some damage from the immigration office as well. In this case, yes, attorney, great. Also, if you have high budget, why not? If it's not going to be a pain on your wallet, go for it. The most important thing that you should consider when choosing a person to represent you, even if it's supposed to be a friend or a professional proxy, talk to few people before you make your decision. Always get a second opinion. You can most of the time get one, at least a quote. At least talk with someone from the company or the law firm. Ask for an opinion. What is their proposed solution? Don't expect a long free consultation in all cases. However, just to know the details of how they wish to proceed with your case. Most of the people will give this information to you, obviously, for free. There is many scams related to foreigners, their legalization of stay, so getting a second opinion or asking around social media is also a good idea. So, what does giving someone power of attorney do to your case, and what might be positive and also negative consequences if you choose someone irresponsible to handle your case? Well, the positive aspect is that the correspondence won't be arriving to your address. Everything will be handled by your proxy. writing legal notes, submitting additional documentation. All of this can be done by the representative you've chosen. The negative consequences, however, are actually very similar, as if you choose someone who probably shouldn't be doing that job to handle your case, the documents might be submitted incorrectly, they might be not submitted at all. There might be a situation as other representatives than attorneys and advocates are not held accountable of their work, and you can sue someone in a civil court if they scammed you. You can report it as crime if there was a scam involved. However, what's not possible with people other than attorneys and advocates is to keep them accountable for the mistakes during the case, as you cannot expect someone without this license to handle cases under the same rules as attorneys and advocates, which probably is a big reason why attorney and advocate prices are also so extremely high. Negative consequence of hiring someone who might not have the best intentions towards you for your case is not only the aspect of financial loss, so losing money or getting stressed. The main thing that you need to remember is that even if you set someone as a proxy, it can be the most expensive attorney you can find. An international law firm, doesn't matter. You can still act in your own name. If you want to verify the work of your attorney or your consultant, you can do this. You can see the case files by yourself. If something is not right with their work, you can always cancel that power of attorney. It's not a problem. Also, in the first link below, you have access to our library of very basic templates. There is also cancelling power of attorney as well as the regular power of attorney, as you will be forced to do a lot by yourself, because the person who represents you should be through the process with you. Even if not in person, working remotely from one city and you are in another, it's not what I mean. What I mean is that it's important to have a person that will not disappear after taking your money and submitting the application in your name. You should always be able to get the information necessary, or not even necessary, just info about your case. It's your case after all, and all the actions of your representative affect only you, not necessarily the representative. How about the fees for representation? Well, it's a wide range. I would say from about 1,000, especially in smaller cities, from consultants, up to 5,000, 4,000 from attorneys at law in the biggest cities. There are, for those who don't have financial abilities to pay for such services, there are many digital products that can help you deal with the process. There are also countless foundations that could aid you with your residence permit application for free, probably without the representation aspect. However, with appropriate help, you can represent yourself well enough to get residence permit, as you, generally speaking, should be able to. The additional fee, if you set someone as power of attorney, will be 17 PLN. Depends per person. I personally cover those fees. I know some people will require you to give them the 17 PLN back. We have this included in our fee. And it applies not only to TRC, it's general throughout the administrative cases. If you are in need of representation throughout your residence permit application process, in whatever city you live, feel free to get in touch. There are the contact details below. We can talk. We'll see what can be done in your case. And I will see you in the next video.